Struggle is not just an obstacle, it is the very thing that shapes a person's character, mindset, and ability to succeed. Hardship forces individuals to develop resilience, discipline, and an unbreakable will that sets them apart from those who have never faced adversity. The human mind, like a muscle, strengthens only when it is pushed beyond its limits. Without struggle, there is no growth. Without hardship, there is no evolution. When people experience adversity, they are faced with two choices: either crumble under the pressure or rise above it. Those who choose to fight, to endure, and to push forward despite difficulties are the ones who develop character. It is in the moments of struggle that a person's true nature is revealed. Anyone can appear strong when life is easy, but when hardships arise, that is when the real test begins. Strength is not built in comfort, it is built through pain, sacrifice, and relentless determination to overcome obstacles. History has proven time and time again that those who have endured the greatest struggles often emerge as the most extraordinary individuals. Every great leader, innovator, and pioneer has faced hardship. The minds that have changed the world did not do so because life was easy for them. They did so because they refused to let their struggles define them. Whether it was personal failure, societal rejection, or overwhelming odds, they stood firm. They did not break. Instead, they allowed their challenges to shape them into stronger, more capable individuals. The reason adversity builds character is because it forces people to confront their weaknesses and limitations. A person who has never struggled has never been tested. They have never been forced to push beyond what they believed was possible. Those who have faced hardship understand the value of perseverance. They know what it means to fight when everything seems against them. They learn patience, mental toughness, and the ability to keep moving forward even when there is no clear path ahead. Struggles also teach discipline. When someone is put in a difficult situation, they must either develop the habits necessary to succeed or risk failure. People who have faced financial struggles learn the importance of managing money. Those who have dealt with rejection in their careers learn to refine their skills and improve themselves. The pain of failure becomes a driving force, a reason to keep going, a motivation to prove that they are stronger than their circumstances. More than anything, struggle builds an unbreakable mindset. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is the ability to keep going despite obstacles. People who have endured hardship understand that life is not fair, but they also realize that complaining about it does nothing. Instead of making excuses, they take action. They use their struggles as fuel, as a reason to work harder, as proof that they can handle whatever life throws at them. Weak people avoid struggle. They seek comfort, and in doing so, they never develop the resilience required to face real challenges. They break at the first sign of adversity because they have never been tested. But those who have suffered, who have endured loss, failure, and rejection, they become unshakable. They know what it means to fight through the darkest moments, and because of that, they are prepared for anything. Struggle is not something to be feared or avoided. It is the very thing that creates strength, discipline, and the ability to overcome. The greatest minds in history did not achieve greatness and comfort. They became great because they faced adversity head-on and refused to be defeated by it. Those who embrace struggle and allow it to shape them will always rise above those who run from it. Comfort is the silent killer of ambition, growth, and greatness. It is an illusion that lulls people into complacency, convincing them that ease and security are the ultimate goals in life. But in reality, comfort breeds weakness. It strips people of the hunger necessary to achieve greatness, dulls their instincts, and erodes the discipline required to succeed. Those who seek comfort over challenge unknowingly set themselves on a path to mediocrity, while those who embrace struggle and discomfort forge themselves into powerful, resilient individuals. When life is easy, there is no reason to push forward. There is no reason to develop strength, intelligence, or skill. People who live in comfort rarely test their limits because there is no need to. They become passive, reactive, and incapable of handling real challenges. This is why so many fail when life inevitably throws obstacles in their path. They have spent too long in comfort and are unequipped to handle hardship. The world does not reward those who are soft. It rewards those who have been tested, those who have struggled, those who have learned to thrive under pressure. Think about the most successful people in any field: business, sports, science, or leadership. None of them got to where they are by choosing an easy life. They put themselves in situations that forced them to grow. They endured sleepless nights, relentless effort, and constant pressure. They understood that comfort leads to stagnation, while discomfort leads to transformation. A mind that is never challenged becomes weak. A body that is never tested becomes fragile. A life without struggle leads to nothing but regret. The modern world has made it easier than ever to live in comfort. Everything is designed to minimize struggle. instant gratification, endless entertainment, and systems that remove the need for hard work. But in doing so, society has created a generation of people who are mentally and physically weak. They are afraid of difficulty, afraid of discomfort, and afraid of anything that requires real effort. They chase convenience, thinking that an easy life is a good life, only to find themselves unfulfilled, directionless, and powerless when adversity strikes. People who choose comfort over struggle are not truly living. They exist, but they do not grow. Growth only happens when you are forced out of your comfort zone, when you are challenged, when you are put in situations that demand more from you. Strength is not built in safety, it is built in hardship. The most powerful individuals are those who have faced discomfort head on and emerged stronger because of it. They do not shy away from difficulty, they embrace it. They understand that the only way to build resilience, intelligence, and true success is to put themselves in situations where failure is a possibility. This is why those who avoid struggle never achieve anything remarkable. They never develop the mental toughness to push through obstacles. They lack the discipline to keep going when things get hard. They remain stuck in an endless cycle of mediocrity, watching as others surpass them, wondering why they never achieve their goals. But the truth is simple. Comfort made them weak. Their desire for an easy life cost them the opportunity to become great. For those who want more, who refuse to settle, the path is clear. Seek discomfort. Put yourself in difficult situations. Challenge yourself constantly. Push beyond what feels safe and easy, because every time you choose struggle over comfort, you become stronger. Every time you resist the urge to take the easy way out, you separate yourself from the masses who remain trapped in mediocrity. In the end, the choice is yours. Stay comfortable and weak, or embrace struggle and become unstoppable. Pain is the ultimate teacher, far more valuable than any book, mentor, or classroom. It is raw, unforgiving, and inescapable. Every great mind, every leader, every person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has been shaped by pain. It carves away weakness, forces self-reflection, and teaches lessons that no amount of comfort ever could. Those who run from pain remain ignorant of their true potential, while those who embrace it develop the wisdom and resilience needed to succeed. Failure, heartbreak, rejection, loss. These are the experiences that refine a person's character. When everything is easy, there is no need to adapt, no reason to improve, but pain forces people to evolve. It exposes flaws, shatters illusions, and reveals reality in the harshest way possible. There is no hiding from it. Pain does not care about excuses or feelings. It breaks down those who are weak and strengthens those who refuse to be defeated by it. The lessons pain teaches are permanent. When a person touches fire and gets burned, they never forget that lesson. When someone experiences betrayal, they learn to be more cautious in their relationships. When a person loses everything, they understand the true value of hard work and discipline. These lessons are not taught through words. They are burned into the mind through experience. Pain leaves a mark, and that mark becomes the foundation for wisdom, growth, and strength. Most people try to avoid pain at all costs. They seek comfort, safety, and a life free of struggle. But in doing so, they also avoid growth. They never develop the resilience to handle adversity, the intelligence to navigate challenges, or the emotional strength to endure hardship. Avoiding pain does not protect a person, it weakens them. It makes them fragile, easily broken by even the smallest setback. This is why so many people crumble under pressure. They have never learned to face pain head on. The strongest individuals are not those who have had an easy life, but those who have suffered and risen above their suffering. They are the ones who have faced failure repeatedly and refused to give up. They have lost, they have been beaten down, but they have always stood back up. Every painful experience has made them sharper, tougher, and more capable. They do not fear pain because they understand its value. They welcome it as a necessary part of growth. Pain also separates those who are serious about success from those who are not. Many people claim they want to achieve great things, but the moment they experience difficulty, they quit. They cannot handle the struggle, so they make excuses. But those who truly want to succeed embrace the pain that comes with the journey. They understand that setbacks are part of the process. Every failure is a lesson. Every rejection is an opportunity to improve. Every hardship is a stepping stone toward greatness. The world does not reward those who give up when things get hard. It rewards those who endure, who keep going despite the pain, who use every failure as a lesson to improve. Pain is not a punishment. It is a test. It is life's way of asking, how badly do you want this? The weak will fold, but the strong will push forward. And in doing so, they will separate themselves from the masses, rising above those who are too afraid to endure. Those who embrace pain, who learn from it, and who use it as fuel will always surpass those who seek comfort and ease. Pain is not the enemy, it is the key to strength, wisdom, and true greatness. The choice is simple. Either let pain break you or let it build you into something unstoppable. The world operates on a simple principle. It respects strength and disregards weakness. This is an undeniable truth that can be observed in every aspect of life, from business to personal relationships, from history to modern society. Those who project strength, whether through discipline, resilience, intelligence, or sheer willpower, command respect. Meanwhile, those who display weakness, hesitation, and fragility are ignored, overlooked, or taken advantage of. This is not cruelty, it is reality. The world is built in a way that naturally filters out those who are unable or unwilling to stand strong in the face of challenges. Strength is not just about physical power, it is about mental toughness, emotional control, and the ability to take action despite adversity. People who are strong do not need to demand respect. They earn it through their actions. They are the ones who can handle pressure, solve problems, and remain composed when everything around them is falling apart. Others look up to them, seek their advice, and follow their lead. The world admires those who can bear the weight of responsibility and still move forward. On the other hand, weakness invites disrespect. People who constantly complain, make excuses, or crumble under pressure do not gain admiration. They may receive temporary sympathy, but sympathy is not the same as respect. No one follows a weak leader. No one trusts someone who is unreliable. Those who display weakness are often ignored, dismissed, or worse, exploited. This is not because the world is unfair, but because survival and success demand strength. If a person cannot hold themselves together, why should anyone else place faith in them? Strength is also about control over emotions, decisions, and reactions. A person who is easily angered, easily offended, or constantly anxious is at the mercy of their environment. They react instead of act. They are controlled by circumstances instead of controlling their own fate. The world does not respect those who cannot control themselves. True strength comes from mastering one's mind, from being able to think clearly under pressure, from making calculated moves instead of impulsive ones. One of the greatest indicators of strength is resilience. The ability to endure hardship, failure, and pain without breaking is what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. Life will test everyone, and only those who refuse to give up will rise above the rest. Every successful person, every leader, every innovator has faced moments of despair. They have been knocked down, rejected, and underestimated. But instead of allowing these experiences to define them, they use them as fuel to push forward. That is strength. That is why the world respects them. Another crucial aspect of strength is self-reliance. People who are strong do not wait for someone else to solve their problems. They take responsibility for their lives. They do not blame circumstances, luck, or other people. They understand that their success or failure is entirely in their own hands. This level of accountability is rare, and that is precisely why it is respected. Weak people look for excuses. Strong people look for solutions. The world respects strength because strength represents power, capability, and reliability. Whether in relationships, business, or society as a whole, those who display strength are valued. They are the ones who lead, the ones who make an impact, the ones who are remembered. Weakness, on the other hand, leads to invisibility. Those who are weak are forgotten, ignored, or discarded because they offer nothing of value. At the core of this truth is a choice. Every person has the ability to decide whether they will cultivate strength or allow weakness to control their lives. Strength is built through struggle, through discipline, through pushing beyond comfort. Those who commit to becoming strong will always have the world's respect, while those who refuse to do so will be left behind. Struggles are not accidents, nor are they meaningless punishments. They are tests designed to separate those who are willing to fight from those who are content with mediocrity. Every challenge, every setback, and every hardship is an opportunity to prove one's strength, discipline, and determination. Life does not randomly throw obstacles in the way of individuals. It presents these struggles as a way to filter out the weak and allow the strong to rise. Those who recognize this truth understand that struggles are not something to fear or avoid, but something to embrace and overcome. In every aspect of life, from personal growth to professional success, there comes a time when adversity strikes. It is in these moments that true character is revealed. Some people will break under the pressure, using difficulties as an excuse to quit. They will complain, blame others, and convince themselves that life is unfair. These people fail the test, and as a result, they remain stagnant, powerless, and unfulfilled. But there are others, those who understand that struggle is a necessary part of progress. These are the ones who rise to the challenge, who refuse to be defeated, and who push forward despite the pain. Struggles expose weaknesses, and that is why they are so important. Without hardship, people remain blind to their flaws. They continue with bad habits, poor decision-making, and a lack of discipline because nothing forces them to change. But when adversity appears, it forces self-reflection. It forces people to ask themselves, am I strong enough to handle this? And if the answer is no, then they must make a choice: improve or remain weak. Struggles reveal who is truly committed to success and who is only pretending. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has been tested. Athletes push their bodies through unimaginable pain to reach peak performance. Entrepreneurs risk failure, rejection, and financial loss in pursuit of their vision. Leaders make difficult decisions, face criticism, and endure pressure that would break most people. They did not reach the top because life was easy for them. They reached the top because they passed the tests that life presented. They proved themselves worthy by enduring hardships that others could not. One of the greatest lessons that struggle teaches is resilience. The ability to get back up after being knocked down is what separates winners from losers. Life will never be perfect, and difficulties will always arise. Those who succeed are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who refuse to let failure define them. Every struggle is a lesson, and those who learn from their struggles grow stronger with each challenge they face. Struggles also test patience and persistence. Many people give up too soon, expecting success to come quickly and easily, but nothing of real value is ever achieved without perseverance. The world does not hand out rewards to those who do the bare minimum. It rewards those who endure, those who keep going even when there is no immediate sign of progress. This is why struggles exist, to test who is truly dedicated and who is simply looking for an easy way out. Ultimately, struggles separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. They are nature's way of ensuring that only those who truly deserve success achieve it. Those who cannot handle the pressure will be left behind, while those who embrace the challenge will rise. Life will always test people, but the choice is theirs. Face the struggle and grow stronger, or run from it and remain weak. Those who understand this truth, who welcome struggle as a necessary part of their journey, will always stand above those who avoid it. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a prerequisite for it. Every great mind, every innovator, every leader has failed more times than they can count. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of failure, but the ability to learn from it and push forward. Failure is not a signal to stop, it is a lesson, a necessary step toward mastery. Those who fear failure and avoid challenges never progress, while those who embrace failure as part of the process become unstoppable. People often view failure as a sign of weakness, as something to be ashamed of. They associate it with defeat and embarrassment, but this mindset is what holds them back. In reality, failure is the most powerful teacher. It provides direct feedback, exposing weaknesses, mistakes, and gaps in knowledge. Without failure, there is no learning. Without failure, there is no improvement. Those who succeed are simply those who have failed enough times to refine their skills, adjust their approach, and find what works. History is filled with examples of individuals who turned failure into greatness. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming one of the greatest athletes in history. Elon Musk faced bankruptcy multiple times before building revolutionary companies. These individuals were not immune to failure. They simply refused to let failure define them. They saw it for what it was: a stepping stone, a challenge to overcome, a lesson to learn. One of the most valuable aspects of failure is that it builds resilience. People who have never failed are often fragile. The moment they encounter a real obstacle, they break because they have never been tested. But those who have failed repeatedly develop an unshakable mindset. They understand that failure is temporary, that setbacks are part of the journey, and that quitting is the only real defeat. Every time they fail, they become mentally stronger, more disciplined, and more prepared for the next challenge. Failure also destroys ego, and this is one of its greatest benefits. Many people enter a field believing they are naturally talented, thinking they will succeed without struggle. Failure humbles them. It forces them to acknowledge that they are not as skilled as they thought, that they need to work harder, learn more, and refine their approach. This humility is crucial because it opens the door to growth. People who are too proud to accept failure never improve, while those who embrace it evolve into the best version of themselves. Another critical lesson failure teaches is adaptation. Those who succeed are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who adjust their strategy when things go wrong. They analyze their failures, identify their mistakes, and make necessary changes. This ability to adapt is what separates great minds from the rest. Instead of being discouraged by failure, they use it as data, proof of what doesn't work, and a guide toward what will. The truth is, failure is unavoidable. Anyone who aims for something significant will encounter it. The only way to escape failure is to never try, to stay in a comfort zone, to live a life of mediocrity. But those who accept failure as part of the process, who see it as a tool for growth, will always surpass those who fear it. Success is not a straight path. It is built on a foundation of mistakes, rejections, and setbacks. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is simple. One group uses failure to rise, while the other lets failure stop them. The choice is clear: either embrace failure and use it as fuel, or be consumed by the fear of it and remain stuck forever. Struggle is the defining factor that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. It is the dividing line between those who settle for mediocrity and those who rise to greatness. The world is filled with people who go through the motions, who follow the path of least resistance and never truly challenge themselves. They live lives that are comfortable, predictable, and safe, but in doing so, they miss out on the opportunities that come from facing difficulty head on. The extraordinary, on the other hand, are those who actively seek out struggle, who embrace challenges because they know that it is through adversity that true transformation happens. It is in the fire of hardship that minds are sharpened, characters are forged, and greatness is born. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is not about talent, intelligence, or luck. It is about how each person responds to the inevitable obstacles that life presents. The ordinary accept failure as a permanent setback, a reason to quit or abandon their dreams. They seek comfort, avoid challenges, and allow difficulty to hold them back. The extraordinary, however, see failure as just another lesson, a small part of the process that will eventually lead to success. They do not run from struggle, they run toward it. They know that every hardship is an opportunity to become stronger, smarter, and more capable. What makes the extraordinary so different is their mentality towards struggle. They understand that the path to success is never smooth. There will always be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when everything seems to be going wrong. But it is in these moments that they prove their worth. Instead of turning away from difficulty, they face it head on. They do not succumb to the temptation to quit or complain. They understand that each challenge is a test of their resolve, a chance to prove to themselves and the world that they are not easily defeated. For the extraordinary, struggle is not just something to endure, it is something to embrace. They know that greatness cannot be achieved without sacrifice, without hard work, and without perseverance in the face of adversity. They view obstacles as stepping stones, not roadblocks. Each failure is not a reason to give up, but a chance to refine their strategy, learn from their mistakes, and come back even stronger. The extraordinary don't look for the easy way out. They seek the most challenging path because they know that it will yield the most rewarding results. The journey toward greatness is filled with moments of pain, frustration, and self-doubt. It is often in these moments that most people quit, too overwhelmed by the weight of the struggle to continue. But for the extraordinary, it is precisely in these moments that their strength is forged. They push through when the going gets tough. They do not allow their circumstances to dictate their future. They are not afraid of failure because they know that it is an integral part of success. The extraordinary are defined by their ability to overcome the most difficult challenges, to stay focused on their goals despite the adversity they face. Those who embrace struggle and view it as a necessary part of their journey have the potential to accomplish things that most people can only dream of. They understand that greatness does not come from avoiding hardship, but from facing it head on, learning from it, and rising above it. This is why struggle is the ultimate separator. It reveals who is willing to push beyond their limits, who is ready to make the sacrifices necessary to achieve something extraordinary. The ordinary settle for a life of ease and comfort, never realizing that their refusal to face challenges is what holds them back. The extraordinary embrace struggle because they know that it is the only way to become who they were meant to be. The world is full of mediocrity, but greatness is rare. It is born through hardship, perseverance, and the refusal to settle for anything less than extraordinary.